Welcome back to The Winning Hand, the podcast about Marvel Champions, one card at a time. My name is Boom Guy. Thank you so much for being here. This is not your normal episode. We are deep in the throes of reveal season for Fantasy Flight. As you probably already know, we are kicking off week 2. So I am joined today by Lazy Titan, my normal co-host. What's up, man?
How's it going?
And also special friend of the podcast, Ray from Ray Plays Games. How's it going, man?
Good. How you going, Boom Guy? Lazy Titan, always great to be here. Second time around, it's good.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. The last time you were on the podcast, Lazy Titan was not here. It was just you and me. We talked about, do you remember the card we talked about?
Absolutely. Burned into my head. Lion weight.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not the card we're talking about today. So if you are coming here for normal one card at a time content, you're in luck because we're going to double that. We have 2 cards today. Fantasy Flight was good enough to send us 2 cards. So this is the podcast about 2 cards at a time or whatever.
Well,
that
2 cards one at a time.
We are gonna talk about one at a time. That's true, but it's 2 cards.
So still one at a time, but just 2 cards. It's double the cards.
I feel like we're pushing the boundaries.
It's like double Jeopardy.
We're pushing the boundaries of the tagline here. Ray, as I mentioned, Ray is here. So, Ray, why don't you tell people where they can find you, what you do, why are you here?
Sure.
Who are you in this space?
Look, I'm just a humble Marvel Champions player. I've got a YouTube channel, Ray Plays Games. I go through some solo playthroughs. More recently, of course, not only solo. I've had Boom going on as well. So, play a couple of multiplayer games as well. You just find me on Ray Plays Games. Also, I've just started a Discord channel, Marvel Champions Down Under. So trying to galvanize the Aussie players. I know they're out there, so come on, show yourselves. Starting up a small community. It's been really great. We've been playing like webcam games, just discussing latest news, your usual chit chat. So it's going great guns. So any Aussies listening out there, come on, get on it.
All right.
Check out Ray Plays Games.
So for those of you down under, I'm sure you understood every word. For everybody in the United States, I will provide subtitles so you can understand what Ray's saying. I'm just kidding. It's fine. No, it's great to have you here. We are super excited. I'm glad to be able to have you on. We're doing a card reveal today, which is super exciting. We have 2 cards from the upcoming Civil War box. They are both Hulkling signature cards. So we are going to get to them right now. So we're going to do the first card. So let me share my screen and we will jump into it. Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready. Too ready, I would say.
Before
prepared.
I share, let me just ask you, which ones are you most excited about? We've had Hulkling and Tigra have been kind of revealed. Which way are you guys leaning? Are you Team Tiger or Team Hulkling this time?
I'm Team Tiger. I mean, it's Minions. That's my thing. She looks fun.
Yeah,
right?
I reckon Red King would have said that as well. I'm going for Tigra as well. She's very well connected to Moon Knight, who's one of my favorite comic book characters. So she looks, very thematic. She looks good. So I'm going to be playing her first.
Moon Knight, you say? Was there also not a Moon Knight reveal?
My God, yes,
Come
there
on.
was. There was. So most recently, they revealed the signature ally for Tigra, none other than Mark Spector, Moon Knight, base stats 223, I think. And his response is, I think he brings out a minion and he stuns and confuses them straight away. So he really helps Tigra with her minion.
And he costs 1.
Cost 1?
He costs
What?
1. He's a 1-cost ally.
He's a
I didn't-
1-cost ally.
Completely busted.
I did
He's
not
a
notice that,
1-cost.
really.
No, that's
Oh,
why people
my
have been talking about it in the
God.
Discord so much, because he costs 1.
He's completely
That's-
busted.
Insane.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's Moon Knight.
That's Moon Knight for you. Okay, so let's get to the first card of the day. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
So ready.
Here it is. This is the first card of the day. How about Lazy Titan? Do you want to read this card for us and then we'll discuss it?
Sure. This is a 1-cost support, the Altman Residence. It is the location, has the alter ego action, exhaust Altman Residence, heal 2 damage from Teddy Altman, and shuffle 1 Hulkling card from your discard pile into your deck. It has the flavor text, Teddy was raised by Mrs. Altman from infancy in order to hide his true heritage, and it provides a mental resource.
So this is a 1-cost support in the vein of like cards we've seen before, right? We've seen this reminds me very
Worthington
Magneto.
Industries.
Yep.
Magneto has one that heals him and shuffles cards back in. So
This is 2 costs, though.
Worthen Industries. Yeah, this is pretty solid. So let's go down like we normally do. Art, theme, and power. This is going to be a slightly shorter episode than normal, so we won't go super deep. But what about this art, Lazy Titan? For people who are listening, the real ones out there, why don't you tell them what they're looking at?
We're looking at a blonde-haired teenager who I'm assuming is Teddy Altman. I can't know for sure. I don't know anything about Hulkling. But he is just kind of, he's got his backpack on. Looks like he just got home from school. He's about to walk in through the door of this house. Looks like the front door. Just a kid about to walk through the door of his house.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. He's just wearing like a sweater and pants, and he's blonde. This is custom art by Joey Vasquez, so it's not from a comic. Yeah, this is, to me, pretty, not negatively, but just pretty plain, right? This is pretty basic. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, I put it in the same ilk as, Jess's apartment from Spider-Woman and Steve's apartment. It's just very innocuous. It's like very domestic. So in that regards, I think with what it is as being his residence, it's okay. But you're right. I mean, it's not really popping out to me or anything like that. But it doesn't. I don't think it needs to. It's yeah.
Yeah, and Ray, do you know anything about Hulkling as a character?
I read comics. I have read comics for over 35 years. Not really a Hulkling fan.
Okay.
Not that I don't like him. It's just that I don't really know much about him other than the cursory knowledge that I'm sure you guys know as well about him being an alien. So yeah, no, not much, sorry.
Is this thematic? Like, does he have a house? Does he have an alter ego where he's just like a normal human boy? And he goes there and it heals him?
Yeah, I think to the same effect that like Jessica Drew has an apartment, which is like she does, and you see it in the comics, but it's really not a big thing. It's not like his Fortress of Solitude or anything, I don't believe. They kind of more focus, what I know, is that they more focus on his relationship with Wiccan, because they're partners. There are some events where he's become, I think, the king of something. So, it doesn't really dwell, because he's so cosmic, it doesn't really dwell on the Earth residence. But, I'll take it. It's good.
How do we think about the power of this card? I mean, we've talked about there's some other kind of analogous cards, Steroid M, the Quicksilver one, something
Serval
Industries,
Worthington Industries,
Peter's Art Studio,
Natasha's apartment.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Studio.
Nick Fury
There's a lot
has a
of
safe house.
one-cost alter
A lot
ego
of these things
supports.
that shuffle things in, heal you, some combination. This seems like a pretty tried and true design space for alter ego cards.
Yeah, I think
it's not doing anything amazing.
No, but I think it's got that thing which I think a lot of the heroes like Venom, even Storm have, and obviously Peter Parker with Aunt May, it has that kind of healing ability beyond just the basic recovery. So that is always helpful. I mean, he's pretty pumped already. He's on his 13 hit points, I think. But two damage is great. And then just shuffling in a Hulkling card from your discard pile, because he relies, a lot of his mechanic is obviously on his upgrade, so you want to get them back in if you miss out on them. So I think it's a pretty solid, but yeah, I mean, nothing groundbreaking. I'd still rate Project Rebirth. I reckon that's really good.
That is really good.
Yeah.
There you have to choose, right? Healing or card draw.
Yep.
I think he has on his alter ego, he has an ability, a shape changer ability, which is an action. You can search your deck and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and put it in your hand. And because you can search both your deck and your discard pile, it makes the shuffling maybe less significant to me. I mean, obviously I haven't played Hulkling, so I can't say for sure. But if there's a different card you want to get shuffled in or another shapeshift upgrade, you put one in your hand with your ability, and then you might also shuffle one in, because they're also double resources. Crazy enough.
Yes.
Hulkling is rich. So yeah, I think this is nothing amazing, but pretty standard, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good point about like being able to search your deck and discard pile as well, because that does kind of dilute this a little. And also the fact that I believe like Hulkling in Hero, he can only play that one, like the one signature upgrade. Is that right? I mean, he has to change them.
Yeah, he can only have one and play at a time.
Yeah, so there's no point unless you put one out and then your plan is to swap and change and somehow ready up and you reuse your basic action with amped up, stats. Yeah, that is a good point about the the alter
I
ego.
think that's actually a bonus to this card, to be honest, because I think that means that you're not just going to use this to shuffle his upgrades in every single time, and maybe you'll pick the card that you might want to see.
Or some
You'll
events, yeah.
Maybe you'll pick his thwart event. I don't know his kid super well, but I'm assuming he has a thwart event. I'm assuming he has a attack
He has a
event.
thwart event, which is pretty good. It's the one, it's called, no, he has a card called Shapeshifter, which allows him to grab a card out of his deck, but his impersonation is a 2-cost event, which is to remove 4 threat from a scheme, and if it removes the last threat from that scheme, you can change to alter ego form, which is a crazy good card.
That's great.
Seems like he's got some good stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Also, as you alluded to, Boom Guy, you use this to just shuffle in a double resource then. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you've got an upgrade, as you say, he's rich, so just get a double resource, put it in your hand, and then you're able to spend most of your hand. It's
You
great.
might not run the doubles with him. I don't know. I haven't built decks with him. I haven't played him, but you may not need the doubles with he has 4 of these. I think he has 4 of these cards,
Yeah, I think he's got
and they're
4.
double resource cards. So that's pretty good. Okay. Any final thoughts here? I think we'll do. Should we do final thoughts on this one now, or should we do both final thoughts at the end? What do you guys think?
But you do it at the end, maybe as a
Let's start
recap.
at the end. That's what I was going to say too.
Let's do both final thoughts at the end. So that's kind of we've gone through the categories in this card. I will stop sharing this one, and I'll share the second card. I'm going to have you read this one because Lisa didn't get to read the first one, and I am a fair and just ruler of this podcast empire. Would you please read the card for us, Ray, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, sure. This is a 3-cost upgrade, Alien Physiology. It's a superpower trait, traded card, and it's a resource. Exhaust Alien Physiology, and then you generate a wild resource, or you generate a double wild resource instead if you're paying for a Hulkling card. And it's got the flavor text, of course. When I first discovered my powers, I thought I was a mutant, but it turns out I'm an alien.
Wow. And it's also a mental resource if you spend it. This
Yes.
is okay. So first we start with the art. Ray, why don't you describe for the listeners, people who are not watching this on the YouTube, can you describe what is happening here? What are we looking at?
Yeah, sure. We've got Hulkling in the midst of a battle against what looks like Skrulls alongside Captain America. So he's fully transformed into I guess he's General Green, Hulk-ish kind of look. Yeah, and he's pounding a Skrull into the ground. Yeah, very dynamic.
Yeah, and who's in the background? The Captain America's behind him, and then who's behind Captain America? Some random Kree or something?
Yeah, that's a Kree member.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of Kree soldier.
Yeah, could be just a
Because I know,
Kree soldier.
is Hulkling like king of the Kree Empire or something? Am I crazy?
Yeah, that was one of the more recent events. I think. God, what was it called? But yeah, he ended up becoming the king. So yeah, I think that's where he is now. I don't know, but yeah, he's definitely got ties between the two alien races.
For people who are at home and wondering, not me, of course, because I know the answer, but anyone else who might be curious, is Hulkling actually a Hulk?
No, not at all. I think he was called that because he looked like...
Is he like his son or something?
They gotta work on their branding.
That's Scar. No, Hulkling is very misleading. I think it's because he kind of looked like a Hulk. He's very much... Oh, God, I'm going to tread on because I'm not that big a fan again, but I think he's a hybrid alien, so he can obviously shapeshift, as we know, but he's got no ties with Hulk. There's no gamma radiation. There's no, there's nothing like that.
I feel like they missed a chance there with branding because if you put Hulk in the name, I'm looking for smashing, and he's got muscles. He's green, like you said, he looks like him, so I just assumed. Okay, so he's not related to Hulk, even though he has the same name. Moving on. What about the theme of this card? Is there any theme here? It's a resource card. What do we think?
I think there is. I mean,
Okay,
I think
go on, then.
like it generates his alien physiology, which is, I'm assuming, what lets him shapeshift, and all of his shape shifting cards, all of his forms, I believe, are 2-cost. So I think this is very clearly intended to be spent on those cards. You can spend on whatever you want to, but it's intended to be spent on those form cards, which I think, his alien physiology being the thing that enables him to shapeshift and get his powers feels pretty thematic. That is where he gets his powers from.
I really think your boy is loaded. He is rich, man.
Crazy
He
money.
has resource cards. He has 4 double resource cards effectively in his kit. Plus, he has a resource generator, which could generate 2. If like,
It's just a Quinn
wild.
carrier, but better.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was about to say, no, you're right. I just didn't correlate that between the Quinn carry, but you're right. Yeah, 3 cost. Wild, because the big thing for me is the wild resource and the potential double wild as well, because you can untouch alien villain attachments, with spend double energy, so he can really just kind of slip those off. I thought it was costed a little bit high, but absolutely not now, considering you got Queen carrier and Heli carrier, and you got wild as well. Because I was thinking also with titanium muscles with Colossus. You can generate a double, right? And I can't remember with Tigra in the reveals, I think it's a wild as well. Or you can you go up to 3, depending on... You can
3
actually get
wilds if you have 3
Well, that's
minions,
crazy.
I think.
Yeah.
If you have 3 minions engaged. So there's at least a downside to that, or an effect, a hoop to jump through.
Yes.
This is just
But this
straight double
one-
resources. It's also a
Yeah.
superpower, which is... You can discount that with
Yeah,
things. So
absolutely.
you can make this a 2 cost.
It's
with
also a
Death
wild
Focus.
resource, which means you're not going to have any trouble hitting a lot of kickers for a lot of aspect stuff. So
Yeah.
you may not need to run Nerves of Steel. You may not need to run Martial Prowess. You may not
Yeah.
need to run those
Well, I
things.
for sure wouldn't run those in him.
Sense of
He's got so
Justice.
much money.
Because you have them here.
Yeah.
You can hit whatever trigger you need. So this seems really good.
And
to
I
me.
think, back to the question on thematics.
Yeah.
I think just this whole thing about alien physiology, and it's like it's different to us, and I think it does hit it in the fact that we're all going, wow, this is great, and it's the same kind of thing as if I guess we see an alien or anything that is unknown to us, and it kind of impresses us. So I think alien physiology is kind of captured in that it's just kind of an amazing card.
He's literally built different.
Yeah.
Yes, literally.
Okay, so what about the power of this? Shifting away from thematics, I don't know how much more there's to say. It's like Quinn Carrier, which is kind of, the
Good
gold
card.
standard resource generator from the core set. I do think this just has potentially to pay off even more because it's double for all your own cards. I don't remember how expensive his kit is. I think his attack event Shapeshifter Strike is a 2-cost card. Also,
It's a lot
his
of 2s,
Thwart
I think.
Impersonation is a 2-cost card.
This is basically exhaust, play a Hulkling card every turn.
Wiccan is his 2-cost signature ally, which also, when it comes into play, search your deck and discard ball for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. Crazy. He has a lot of event stuff in his kit, though, so he wants to focus on events. All of his upgrades, I think, do something when you play an event of any kind. You exhaust them and you get a benefit. So, for a character who wants to be pretty event-heavy, this is good. Like I said, you can hit all those kickers and stuff, right? So...
Does he have any kickers
some
built
strong-
in to his kit? Like resource kickers?
I don't think so. His shape cards, I'll give him like a stat boost, and then they'll have a hero response after you play an event, you exhaust it and do something. Like you either draw a card, or you remove 2 threat, you heal 2, or you deal 2 damage. Those are the 4 things he has. So
Pretty
he doesn't
good.
have any resource kickers in his kit, though.
Okay. Still,
Yeah.
I think seems like he's got kind of a lot of money. He's got a decently cheap kit anyway, and then half of his cards are resource or double resources, and then he's got a double resource generator. And you can just if you play just the triples, or the regular doubles, you have 7 double resources and a double resource generator built
Wild.
in.
Crazy good.
That's crazy.
And what's his traits? Is he Avenger?
No, he's an Avenger and a Kree and a Skull, so he can also
so he can
play
have his own Quinn
Quinn carrier.
carrier. So he can have
Yeah.
a Quinn carrier.
Yeah.
So he can have this and alien physiology and a helicarrier and 7 double resources.
I do have to point out he is not Space Knight traded, so he
Mhm.
loses out on Space
a real
Knight
missed
synergy.
opportunity there.
Missed, yeah.
No synergy.
absolutely. Deary me.
Okay, so any other stuff on this before we go to the final thoughts on the both of them all at once?
I was just going to say as well, I mean, I know it's probably obvious, but the fact that it is like a resource thing and it's not like an action or a hero action, which limits it. It's, again, so you can use this in Alter Ego or in Hero. It's just so versatile. So, yeah, similar to your Quinn carriers, but, yeah, not like your heli carriers or anything like that, or team building exercise, which I know
And you can
aren't
play it in the
resource-
villain phase,
Yeah.
right?
It's
It's play defense deck. or something
play
like
defense stuff with this. And then also, again, it's superpower, which I'm assuming a lot of his cards are superpowers, so you can use Depth Focus in here. So you can
I
have somewhere
do think
between 3 to 5 resource generators, like kind of pretty cheap and easy. And then also you have like 7 double resources, and all
his
your stuff is 2 cost.
upgrades
So you just gotta
are
do whatever you want.
not superpowers. They are traded with Shapeshift.
Okay.
His events are traded as superpowers, but again, they cost 2, and with this, you won't need Depth Focus.
Yeah.
Depth Focus may not really fit in this, but, what do I know? I haven't played him.
And are they?
This is my first thought.
Is Hulkling hand size of 5 and 6 as well? I mean, he's not being downgraded at all. Because...
I think he's the standard hand size. Let me look.
Of course. Why not?
He's a 5 and 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Because they would have to have done that, right? If there's so much resource, I mean, I would have thought, yeah. Okay.
But he lost the hand size where it matters the least, I would think, is the alter ego, right?
Yeah, because you can just pick it up, right? Oh, hang on, no, that's mixing it in. No, you're right. Oh, yeah, you can.
All right.
He's alter ego action. You can just pick it up. Yeah.
So let's look at both of these now. I do have one thing I want to point out from the article that came. The alien physiology art is very, very similar to the armored shape art. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. You can look it up. Anyway, so here's the 2 cards. Let's do some quick final thoughts. I don't want to run this too much longer. Also, I'll pause here. So anybody who, if you've watched this long, you're probably already gone. But if you want to screenshot them both together now and run and get some points on Reddit, if you can be the first one to post them there. Or, run to Facebook. If you can be the first one, you can get more likes. So go.
Actually, no.
Go get your points.
Run to the Marvel Champions Down Under Discord and post it in there.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
then make sure you get all the likes. If you put it in there, I won't like it, but somebody will.
But somebody will give you points on Reddit. So if you can be the first one. So rush, hurry. You probably already screenshotted them before, though. Anyway, so let's do some final thoughts. We'll do the Altman Residence first. How about we do like a quick final rating? Give us a score from 1 to 10. What do you guys think? Titan, why don't you give me a score? Well, how is this?
I'm going to say, obviously we can't measure on fun.
Sure.
We don't know.
But
I'm going to
theme,
say
power.
art, theme, power. I'm going to give them an 8 overall.
Okay.
For both.
Okay.
The art is good. It's
Yep.
good. It's not like exceptional. It's not blowing my mind, but it's cool. I do like the Joey Vasquez style. I believe he's done
Same.
a couple of other things. I think he's
has.
done quite a few of the X-Men.
Yep.
I would guess. I like his style. And then the comics art for the other one, it's just cool. It's a big green guy punching aliens. That's kind of what we love comics for.
But not a Hulk. The
not
big
a
green
Hulk.
muscly guy.
Big
not
green
a
guy,
Hulk.
because this guy's blonde. Hulk's
that's
have
right.
green hair. He's
That's
blonde.
Right.
So, I like them. They're good. They're both quite good cards. They're not exciting, really, or really pushing the envelope here. But exhaust, heal 2, shovel a card back in, and then exhaust for a helicarrier, but better is good. Those are just 2 pretty good cards. I don't think they feel like they're not so broken it feels bad. We're not looking at like another hone technique, I don't think, but it's definitely good, and I think it'll be fun. And I will say, having a double resource or a double resource generator for a 2-cost card, one of the best feelings. Paying for a 2-cost card with a double is one of the best feelings in the game.
100%. Ray, what do you think? Final thoughts on these 2 cards? Where do you land? You can give them one rating like Lazy Time did, or you can give them each a rating. Whatever you like. We're free-forming it here.
Yeah, I might do separate, slightly different. I think Altman Residence, give a 7 out of 10. I think it's a very solid power and art and theme as well. But yeah, very solid kind of action for Alter Ego, heal 2 and shuffle 1 back in. There are far worse Alter Ego actions or lack thereof from heroes. So this is going to be good. And if you're going to be flipping down, you're going to be using this quite a bit. For Alien Physiology, I'd give it a bit more. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, I think. I think it's quite impressive. Hard to know again unless we play the set. But, just this thought of he's got an inbuilt resource generator, kind of like Quinn Carrier, is very, very appealing. And also, a double for his cards. So it kind of wants you to lean into his cards. And I think you'll probably get the best out of him with playing around with his upgrades and attachments and stuff. So yeah, the art's great as well. I really do like it. Very dynamic. So yeah, I'll give it an 8.
So for the Altman Residence, for me, I'm going to come in a little lower. I'm going to call it like a 5 or a 6. Let's call it 5.5. 5 being true neutral. I think this is a fine card. It's an alter ego action. I think he has a smaller hand size than alter ego, so maybe you have more hit points, maybe you have less reason to flip down. But the action is pretty solid. It just isn't particularly innovative. I feel like I've seen this alter ego card, as you mentioned, in a bunch of different kits already, and tried and true, but also not exciting me. I do like the Joey Vasquez art style, but this art doesn't have a ton to offer. It's just a kid walking into his house, so that's not Joey's fault. We love you, Joey, but it's just the art brief is what it is. Alien Physiology, I'm a bit more excited about. I think the art here is very dynamic. I do like this a lot. I do think that it's just a resource generator, right? The double resource generator is crazy good. It's a setup piece for all of his 2-cost stuff, which is cool. And without that, it's just a Quinn Carrier too, which is awesome. Oddly, since he already has access to Quinn Carrier, I don't know how much he needed this. He's an Avenger, but I'm going to give this one, like you, an 8 out of 10. I think this is a fun card. You're probably going to play it a lot. It's going to be one of his key cards. It's not at the level of like friction resistance or Ant-Man's helmet, where without this, you're cooked. But it is going to be important and smooth out a lot of what he's doing. So overall, I think these are 2 really solid cards. Thank you to FFG for sending them and letting us share this with the community. Thank you, Lazy Titan, for joining me here today. And thank you, Ray, for coming on and hanging out with us and talking about unrevealed cards. This is super fun.
Oh, it was absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me on. It's so exciting to see these new cards and, be the first ones to reveal it. So, yeah, can't thank you enough.
Yeah, everybody go check out Ray Plays Games. I have been on his channel. We did a playthrough, but it's worth looking at even though I was there. And also, if you're in Australia, go down under to is it for Kiwis too, or is it only for Aussies? Sorry, I don't know.
No, of course. No,
okay.
Of course there's Kiwis. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Go down there. If you're in Australia, he is kind of Avengers assembling all of the Aussies. So get on there and talk about Australian rules Marvel Champions. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on these new cards? I'd love to hear it. Leave a comment. Leave a 5-star review. Either way, I'm here for it. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.